Good afternoon, I'm Cadet Beginski, and I'm about to give an unclassified informational brief on Brigadier General Henry Jackson Hunt. Henry Jackson Hunt was born on September 14, 1819, in the frontier post of Detroit, Michigan. He was the son of Samuel Wellington Hunt, who was an infantry officer. As a child, he would often accompany his father on expeditions. One of those expeditions was to the Kansas Territory and the founding of Fort Leavenworth. At the age of 20, he graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point in 1839, where he was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. 2nd Artillery. In 1856, he and two other officers rewrote the drill and tactics manual for the artillery, and it was later became the Bible for the Union artillery during the Civil War. Some of his engagements where Hunt made considerable contributions was the First Battle of Bull Run, the Battle of Fredericksburg, and the Battle of Antietam. At the Battle of Malvern Hill, he effectively employed the use of artillery for the bombardments of the Confederate infantry assaults. They were so effective and so efficient that the Union infantry had little to do. Most notably, however, was his contributions during the Battle of Gettysburg, where he was Chief of Artillery for the Army of the Potomac. Major General George Meade liked Hunt more than Hooker, and so he gave large control in the use of artillery and the emplacement of them as well. His handling of the artillery was very conspicuous in the repulsive Pickett's Charge. His masterful analysis of terrain and placement of batteries along the ridge gave the Union a decisive advantage and eventual success on the second day of the battle. With the Union line on Cemetery Ridge under massive bombardment, Hunt resisted command pressure to expend most of his ammunition for counter-battery fire. Instead, he reserved sufficient and adequate amounts of anti-personnel attack fire for the attack he knew he was coming. His orders to cease fire on the third day fooled the Confederates into thinking that his batteries were totally destroyed and triggered the disastrous Pickett's Charge. His emplacement of batteries on the north side of Little Round Top caused massive casualties to the Confederate infantry. His domain knowledge, in retrospect, gave the Union a decisive advantage in the battle. Without his domain knowledge, the battle could have gone totally different, and it might have favored the Confederate side. This concludes my brief on Henry Jackson Hunt, and have a good afternoon.